What's goody, y'all? It's your boy Cam, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today we're reacting to from mentor to investigation. BR Middle School coach dies after his secret goes public. Before we get into this video, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with the like button, turn on post notifications, so you're notified every time I post a new video. Also, if you guys have any videos that you would like from reaction to social media sites in the description below, for facing them in, and I'll react to them. With that being said, let's get right into this video.
Nobody wins when the family feud.
We understand how could a grown-ass man with a bunch of kids hop in the DMs of a 14-year-old little girl, which happened to be my sister, my little sister. I'm not gonna say, let me rephrase that, not grown-ass man, a bitch-ass nigga.
Accused of inappropriately messaging a minor on social media was found dead earlier today. The East Baton Rouge's coroner's office identified the body of 44-year-old Quinton Dixon. The cause of death is still under investigation. Earlier this month, Dixon was placed on leave as counselor at Westdale Middle School.
Fam, walking into 2026, where people don't want to take accountability no more. They want to do the crime and don't do the time. And if they do get caught, they're not man enough or woman enough to face reality. And let's keep it real. Sometimes justice could take a little too long to get done the right way. And some people rather take matters into their own hands, get their own form of justice. Especially when you got a story like we got today, where a grown man took advantage of a kid who's supposed to be in school to learn, enjoy a teenage life, and damn sure not be talking about sexual, explicit conversations with a teacher, a football coach, a counselor who got Counselor of the Year at this same school.
Damn.
See, let me slow it down for a second. Within the last 24 hours, a Louisiana counselor, teacher, and football coach had lost his life at the abandoned school where he teached at. They got a new location. Police found his body at the old location. But just 2 weeks ago, he got exposed by one of the students at his middle school, older brother. After catching wind of a phone conversation via text the coach and his little sister was having, he put him on blast, went online, got a number of responses, which we'll later check out the live and the responses. But it ended up getting his coach put on leave amid an investigation. Apparently, he had a warrant for his arrest the same day he lost his life. Today, we're going to go over his story, see what truly took place, and see where we stand here today. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Fam, today, we're taking a closer look at Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a city rich in culture, history, and pride, but also one that reflects some of the deeper challenges facing communities across the South. From the food to the football, Baton Rouge has always carried a strong identity. But beyond the surface, there are systems in place that quietly shape lives every single day. One of those systems is the school system. And for many families, schools aren't just buildings. They're the foundation for safety, guidance, and opportunity. In Baton Rouge, the foundation looks very different depending on where you live, what resources are available, and which door are open to you. The East Baton Rouge Parish School System and ongoing concerns about student support and supervision. These gaps have created a reality where not every child receives the same level of protection or opportunity. In some cases, schools that are meant to be safe spaces become places where warning signs are missed, accountability feels delayed, and oversight falls short. And when that happens, the consequences don't just stay within the classroom. They ripple out into families and the community as a whole. And that brings us to one particular school in Baton Rouge. A school that now found itself at the center of a serious attention, not because of academics or athletics, but because of troubling circumstances that raise larger questions about responsibility, leadership, and how concerns are handled when they first come to light. Fam, that school is identified as Westdale Middle School, a magnet school known for its world language immersion program, offering fluency in Spanish, English, and French. But here's the thing. According to the comments after the recent allegations, the school been known for questionable activity. Allegedly, almost 2 weeks ago, the East Baton Rouge Parish School System confirmed that on a Friday, a middle school counselor was placed on leave after a social media post accused him of messaging a minor. Now, before we disclose that post and let you guys check it out for yourself, the counselor name was identified as Quinton Dixon, who was also the football coach, and for the year of 2025, won Counselor of the Year. Now, since then, the 44-year-old had instantly deactivated his Instagram account and all social media platforms. The EBR school's spokesperson has said the following. Today, the East Baton Rouge Parish School System was made aware of these allegations and immediately launched an investigation. The employee has been placed on administrative leave while the Office of Human Resources conducts a thorough investigation. The district takes all such matters seriously and will take appropriate action based on the findings in accordance with our policies. Now, fam, as mentioned, many people came up under the social media post of the young girl who went to this middle school brother after speaking up against these allegations. Now, before we hear from him, I want to point out some of the messages that he also posted from Quinton Dixon. He wrote, well, the sister wrote in one message, so I don't really want to say anything. Quinton Dixon, 44 years old, texting a 14-year-old. Girl, I didn't know you was a student. I was about to holler at you, LOL, until I really saw who you was, LOL. How could someone forget you? Laugh out loud. I don't know. Sometimes people just forget. He respond, what would you have said if I forgot who you was and tried to holler? Laugh out loud. I would have maybe said, sorry, I'm 14. Laugh out loud. He responded, laugh out loud. Not, hey, you already know me. Then said that. Laugh out loud. You're right. Then in more messages, she wrote, time I would have needed a ride is when I missed the bus. I guess he asked, do you ever need a ride from home? And he responded, so you missed the bus today? I could have dropped you off. She said, okay, thanks. That would have been nice. What part of town you live in? Did you know I coached football there? Nope. I live in Plank Road. Yeah, I can talk you if you missed the bus, meaning I can take you, but he tried to, I guess, worded it differently. Just let me know. She responded, okay, thanks. In another message, in November, he responded, why was you still at school? You be needing ride homes. I don't know. You like girl? She responded, that's my best friend. Laugh out loud. What? So yeah, he was asking, do he like girls? Do she like girls? She said, no, I ride the
It's
bus
the fact
home.
that she told you I'm 14 and you still going, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You wildin', bro. You completely wildin'. And I don't understand, and I don't got the sick mind that these individuals have. You understand? I can't indulge or even try to participate in talking to a minor, even yet alone under my age, certain age gap for me. You understand what I'm saying? So for you to be a counselor, a gym coach, or whatever important role you play in these people's lives, to be doing shit like this on the side is insane. Insane. Yeah, I work at the school, bro. She's 14. You picking up a 14-year-old to take her to school? Like, what kind of bullshit you got going on, bro? That shit is sick.
But the only time I would need a ride is when I missed the bus. Okay, that was the initial message. Then in more messages, she wrote, no, I don't have one. Laugh out loud. I'm assuming a boyfriend. She said, wow, I can't believe that. She responded, laugh out loud. Why is that? Not trying to sound weird, but you're fired. That's why I can't believe. She said, oh, okay, thanks. He responded, you don't think so? He said, I don't know, to be honest. He responded, shaking my head. Well, you should know. You should think very highly of yourself. She responded, I know, and thanks again. He responded, no problem. What's your full name? But then he gave hot emojis to a picture she wrote on her story. She responded, thanks in December. He responded, you never finished telling me. Wish it was a way for it not to go away. Laugh out loud. Wow, this man is crazy.
No,
and he
word.
kept sending hot pictures and almost so many emojis that was screenshotted after she was posting herself on her Instagram story.
And
So
I
as
ain't
you
even
get
gonna sit up here and cap. This generation of females is a lot that's minors that look and carry themselves like adults. So sometimes it's hard to determine on who you're approaching. But after the person tell you, yo, I'm 14, I'm underage, you don't keep going, nigga. That's what makes shit bad. That's what makes it bad. There are a lot of them out there that don't look their age. I've had my encounters where I look and I be like, yo, she look good. Nah, she's underage. Never mind. Never mind. But when they tell you she's underage or she's telling you she's underage and you still, damn, I just wish, bro, stop. Like, you don't see the warning, yo, stop, yo, this is not it, wrong one. You don't see that shit? But clearly not, cause you want to still keep going. Hard eyes and yeah, he's wild,
imagine,
bro.
fam, I know that was a lot, but like any family member, especially an older brother, he was furious. Put this man on blast, and this is what he had to say when he
Thank
went
God
to
for older
Facebook
brother
and
found this shit,
Instagram.
bro.
Check it out.
I need to understand, how could a grown-ass man with a bunch of kids hop in the DMs of a 14-year-old little girl, which happened to be my sister, my little sister. I'm not gonna say, let me rephrase that, not grown-ass man, a bitch-ass nigga.
Bitch ass nigga.
a bitch-ass nigga hop in the DMs of a 14-year-old little girl. That 14-year-old little girl who was a former student at the school that you're the guidance counselor of the year at. And a student of a school that you're the head football coach at. Because now my little sister has moved on to high school, but you made it clear that you couldn't forget her from middle school at 12 to
2 weeks later, January 28, 2025, the same day he had a warrant, police get a call saying that a man was in an abandoned middle school. That middle school was at Glen Oaks, a 19-acre demolished campus on the 5200 block of Monarch Avenue. But the incident allegedly occurred outdoors. The East Baton Rouge Parish Coroner's Office confirmed Thursday that a person was found there. Dixon was the man who lost his life, but additional information wasn't released to the public. The parish school system since then released a statement, quoting, "We extend our condolences to the school's community, family, and loved ones as they process this information during this difficult time." According to the statement, out of respect for the privacy of students and the integrity of our ongoing matters, we are unable to share additional details about the employee. School officials said that Dixon was still officially on leave when he died Wednesday. Dixon had been a school district employee since August of 2022. Dixon's employment and legal troubles had seemed to begin far before then, according to people in the comments.
At a shuttered school in Baton Rouge.
2 weeks ago, the school system suspended Quinton Dixon over allegations he sent inappropriate messages to a minor. Issues Haley Jefferson explains
That
what we
shit
know
probably
about
wasn't suicide. That nigga probably killed himself, and they put it suicide because he knew what he killed himself for. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
the investigation so far.
Michael Sylvia, on January 15th, we reported that 44-year-old Quinton Dixon was placed on administrative leave by the East Baton Rouge school system. Today, he was found dead. Once we reported that 44-year-old Quinton Dixon was placed on administrative leave by the East Baton Rouge school system. Today, he was found dead. Wednesday morning, Baton Rouge police found the body of Westdale counselor Quinton Dixon on the former Glen Oaks Middle School campus. Police have not confirmed where on the campus Dixon was found. The building is currently not being used by the East Baton Rouge School District. Dixon's body was found the same day an arrest warrant was filed against him. According to the warrant, beginning in November of last year up until early this month, Dixon allegedly sent several messages to a 14-year-old through Instagram. The warrant goes on to claim that Dixon responded hard eyes to a picture posted by the victim, along with repeatedly offering to give the victim rides home after school. Court documents say Dixon faced 4 counts of indecent behavior with the juvenile.
It was tragic all the way around. It's something that you can't really explain about.
A spokesperson for the East Baton Rouge school system sent a statement to WBRZ in response to his death, saying, quote, "Today, the East Baton Rouge Parish School System was notified of the passing of an employee. We extend our condolences to the school community, family, and loved ones as they process this information during this difficult time." Riddell Norman says he attended Glen Oaks and coached football with Dixon.
It's unfortunate the circumstances of his untimely demise, but yes, I did know him, and the situation is just so unfortunate, and we just got to pray for everybody.
We reached out to the East Baton Rouge coroner's office, who says Dixon's cause of death remains under investigation. Michael Sylvia.
Now, we may gotta do another video. Person had so many likes on talking about PJ from Broadmoor High School, quoting he's been messaging minors and sending inappropriate photos. And we're gonna look into that as well, because people under her post agreeing with her. And man, as a dad, as an older brother, as a family member, as a friend, man, as a human being, we're not going for adults taking advantage of our kids, man, in a place they supposed to learn and at least have good memories with their peers, not adults. So we head out of here. When confirmation confirms on how he lost his life, I keep you guys updated. But some stories, man, some people don't really care. When you're guilty, when you do such things, these outcomes come sooner than what's expected. If you was living a cool life, I would expect. You're talking about somebody, kid, who exposed it to their brother, who exposed it to the world. But that's just one. And the fact he was comfortable with doing it, some would say it's a whole lot more to come. Fam, let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. This was the story. Counselor, football coach at a local middle school in Louisiana, losing his life only 2 weeks after accusations of him inappropriately messaging a student. Let me know how you guys feel about this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And today, I'll catch you guys on.
May this individual rest in peace. I don't agree with his actions at all, but at the end of the day, he does have family and loved ones out there that do care for him. So my prayers and condolences goes to those that may have been affected. These actions are not something that should be overlooked, something that should be ignored, none of the sort. At the end of the day, you're a grown man and you're trying to prey on little girls, minors, you understand? Big no-no. You're 40 years old. There's more than enough women out there of age, your age, that you could have went out and, did some things legally with, and you chose to want to prey on students that went to your school. You wildin'. This situation is a situation where it's hard to catch it before it happens, because a lot of women nowadays glorify talking to older men, you understand? A lot of girls glorify talking to men that out of their age range, out of their financial bracket, all shapes, sizes, and whatever, they just choose to glorify that. And I think that being that it's so much people that accept that and glorify it, it's hard to catch it when it happens. Him being a teacher, where it's, as my guy said, where students should be going to school, building memories with their peers and not adults, makes it all the more the worse. You understand? You're supposed to be counselor of the year, football coach, and a leading role model for these students, and you out here doing corny shit like this. You wildin'. You wildin'. As I said before, there's a lot of young teens out there, females, that are out there that look like grown women, and I've seen it myself with my own 2 eyes. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And when you see a female and you can't tell her age, or you're not sure what age she is, or she get to tell you her age, and you choose to continue like talking and trying to be with this person, it's a sick individual. Sick individual. You understand? So I really don't feel too bad on what happened to him. You understand? These people that choose to do these actions are sick individuals. And anybody out there that's out there doing that needs to be brought to justice. So if you or anyone you know that's experiencing something like that, or know an adult that's out there sending explicit pictures and sexual conversation with young teens, please expose their asses. Dead ass. Happily expose their asses. Shout out for the brother for being there to go through her phone and seeing the shit and bringing it out to light, because who knows to know, she would have said anything. She looked like she was happily having this conversation with this dude. Even though she wasn't, continuing these conversations, or I don't know if he went and found it, or if she went to him and said anything, but either or, good that she did so. Good that she did so. But it's no telling how long it would have went, because she was having a conversation with him, still talking to him. I'm not gonna say she was open to getting a bus ride, but the fact that he was offering and she was still having a conversation with him, I don't want to say like she was into it, but she was still replying to, him saying what he was saying. So I'm glad she didn't get hurt, no way, shape, or form, and just stayed with messages, and she wasn't forced to anything to, be with this man or be around him. So thank God for that. Thank God for the brother, stepping up and spreading light on the situation, exposing this man for doing what he was doing. Me personally, I think somebody went and killed him and left his body there. You understand? They're probably not going to look too much into it, and it looks, they probably are going to look into it, but it looks bad, the fact that the brother said what he said, and then now this dude winds up dead. I personally think that somebody killed him and put him there, right? I don't want to put too much on who could have did it, possibly did it, but I just think that justice got brought before the court decided to do so, because, like he said, things take too long sometimes, and somebody decided to take things in their own hands, and I feel like he was murdered. I don't think that it was a, suicide thing, but very unfortunate situation. I'm glad that she's safe. Unfortunately, he's gone. Again, it's not okay to prey on younger girls. There's more than enough people out there that's of age that you could be out there speaking to. If you choose to take these important roles in schools and out there trying to act like you're a good person, and you're out there preying on younger individuals, you're a sick bastard. You need to get help right away. You understand? Or you need to serve the punishment behind those crimes, because it's illegal and you should not be doing it. You should not be doing them. So, again, may he rest in peace. I'm glad she's okay and safe. If you or anyone out there knows someone else out there doing this shit, please speak up so that the victims could get the justice that they deserve, and the criminals could get the punishment behind their actions. And that's that. That's the end of the video. Wish you like, comment, subscribe, know what you guys think in the comment section below. You guys have enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll see y'all.